Yo, what's up guys, my name is AFC Adina and I've got a game against my boy Scorpion. So it's going to be hyper offense against hyper offense. I'm going to lead off with myself. He will probably lead off with Shuckle. Shuckle usually does carry the mental herb, but I'm still going to taunt instead of going for rocks because he won't get both his hazards up, but he actually goes for Encore. Usually you just taunt, meaning that you have to choose between stealth work or sticky webs. But he actually anchored me, so he won't get any hazards up at all. I'm gonna make full use out of this. I'm pretty sure he is going to switch out. So what I could do is I could double into... I think he's either bringing in the Bishop or Conkelders. I'm going into Landorus. I'm faster, so I get in Landorus before he can... I was also expecting Bishop, but it's fine as well. Because I didn't get the Intimidate off it on him, he's more likely going to stay in and try to get off a big hit. So I'm actually going for Explosion as he stays in, and he is going to die to the burn, and that's one big threat gone. I'm going back into his elf. This way Shuckle doesn't have the mental herb anymore. So if I taunt it, it basically won't do anything to me. And against anything else, I just get on my rocks. He goes into the Shuckle though. Yeah, I'll just taunt it. Nothing here for you, Shuckle. Just go back. Just withdraw. I'm going to get on my rocks now. Basically nothing stopping me. He actually decides to go into Ninetales. I'm definitely going to taunt his Ninetales as well. I don't want to give him Auroraville, so I'm just gonna taunt him. Yeah, nice. And I can just click Fire Blast in case he goes into Mimikyu expecting the explosion. But no, he just decides to stay in with Ninetales. I burn him. Burn doesn't really matter anyway. Obviously, I kill him with Lendo, kill him with his elf as well. And I'll just click Fire Blast again. If I miss, then I will click Explosion. But I hit, so that is really nice. I have to keep in mind that I don't have my Landorus. Landorus would have been really nice at this point. But yeah, he brings in a Mimikyu. I think it's better for me to break his disguise first. Because I can always revenge kill it with Terrakion if I just break the disguise. I'll go for Fire Blast. He goes for Shadow Sneak, knocks me out. I guess a bit safer play would have been to taunt as well and then bring in Mimikyu, but he knocked me out anyway. I go Ninetales now. And I'll go for the Auroraville first, because Auroraville is gonna help me a lot against this. Auroraville also makes sure I can switch in my Terrakion against the Volcarona. But he decides to go for Swords Dance, and I'll go for the Encore here. Let's see. Okay, I get my Encore off, so he's locked into Swords Dance. I am going to break the disguise, and then I should be able to 2-hit KO the Mimikyu. +6 Shadow Sneak should not kill me behind Fail, so that's pretty much what I'm going towards. I'll Moonblast there. He Swords Dances. The Encore has ended, but I should be able to live a Shadow Sneak with the Auroraville up. Let's see, 66. That's life orb damage. We knock out the Mimikyu. Perfect. I guess he could go into Shuckle and get up his Sticky Webs or whatever. But Sticky Webs is still going to help my Bishop, but he decides to bring in Volk. But like I said, I have the Auroraville up, so I can bring in my Terrakion. If he goes for Giga Drain, obviously won't do that much with Auroraville. He actually goes for Fairy Dance. Is this bulky Quiver Dance then? I'll just click Stone Edge then. Because if I click Stone Edge, I don't risk getting burnt. Obviously, if it's timid, max speed, max special attack, I knock it out with close combat, but this way I don't get burnt. And I don't have to risk him being bulky Quiver Dance. Now Shuckle comes in. Let me see. So he's either getting up rocks or sticky webs. However, webs puts my Bisharp at +2 immediately, so I think it's better to just close combat and then switch to Ninetales. Because I could miss Stone Edge, I don't want to risk that. Stone Edge probably kills him if I miss. I want to guarantee damage off on this. Yeah, so close combat. He actually goes for rocks, so he doesn't get sticky webs, meaning my Terrakion will still be faster after I switch out. So I close combat again. And now he needs to go for the Swords Dance. For the Sucker Punch. And hope that he crits me with -2 defense. But I can actually go directly into Ninetales. Because if he clicks Sucker Punch, I can just Encore him. If he clicks Iron Head or Knockoff, I go back into Terrakion and knock him out. But he actually clicks Swords Dance, so I can now Encore him for sure. Goes for Sucker Punch. And I Encore him. He received the Encore. And I can just... I think I can just PP stall him right now. Just go for Auroville on every Sucker Punch. And then Encore again. I think this is it. Because after Encore ends, I can just Encore him again. And when he doesn't have any Sucker Punches anymore, I just knock him out with Terrakion. So yeah. Hail stopped, Encore ended, and I'll just Encore again. He actually decides to give up. So that's the game. And yeah, really fortunate that he actually clicked Encore with his own Shuckle against myself, and that way he didn't get up any hazards, and I got up my hazards, prevented him from setting up the hazards, prevented him from getting up the Auroville. So the game went pretty cleanly for me. I hope you guys did enjoy it as well. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, check out my Discord server as well, and also keep an eye out for my Patreon channel. I have some exclusive videos. Yo, what's up guys, my name is AFC Ditto, and I've got a PvP game for you guys. My opponent has a Ditto, really cool, but I'm just gonna lead off with a Zelf. He doesn't really have anything that really stops my Zelf from getting up the Stealth Rock. If he does lead Ferrothorn, I can just taunt. So other than that, I just get up rocks, rock the Focus Sash if he threatens to kill me. And we'll basically go from there in this game. Do have to be careful about setting up because of the Ditto, but we should be fine. He actually leads with Gengar. If I had Knockoff, that would be nice, but I'll go for rocks first. Just for Shadow Ball. Yeah. In this case, Knockoff is kind of preferred, but can't use it. I'll just click Fire Blast. Maybe he'll go into Ferrothorn. Actually goes hard into Zapdos. That's fine as well. Maybe it's Rocky Helmet. That's why you would bring it in. So we don't see leftovers. But I also don't want him to defog. So I think I'd rather just go for the Explosion. Preventing a defog. Hopefully. Nice, okay. It works out now. Zapdos is really low. And if we force it out, it cannot come back in again. So I'll just go Ninetales here. And I'll just kill it with Freeze Dry. Because if I went to Terrakion, that would invite Conkeldurr. Now the Ferrothorn is most likely coming in. He's most likely going to set up his rocks, or he will go for the Leech Sheet. I think it's better to just go hard Folk and just click Flamethrower. Yeah, he does end up going for rocks. And I can just go for flamethrower. Nothing on the Steam switches well into this. Actually goes straight into Conkeldurr. That's fine. This should be a 2-hit KO unless it's Assault Vest. That's definitely not Assault Vest. Citrus Berry, okay. Well, it's still a 2-hit KO, so we'll just click it again. Not threatened about the Mach Punch. He actually doesn't go for Mach Punch, so that's fine. And we get the kill on the Conkeldurr. Really good for us. He goes into Gengar, but I should live a Shadow Ball. Maybe I die to Specs Sludge Bomb. But since he has a Rocks up already, I don't even think I need Volcarona to win. But if I live a hit, I might be able to just knock it out with Flamethrower after Rocks. Yeah, we'll just go for Flamethrower. Because we don't have Auroraville, switching is not really good for me. Goes for Thunderbolt, he actually crits. Well, we end up knocking out the Gengar, so perfect. We're faster than Mimikyu, we kill Ferrothorn. Actually goes into Mimikyu, so I'll just click Flamethrower just to break the disguise and perhaps burn him. He does go for Swords Dance, that's fine. And I can just let Volcarona die here. And we actually proc the Flame Body on him. And he takes life or recoil, so that's really nice for us. And I'll be able to go into my Ninetales because he's burned. Because if I go Lando, he can bring in Ditto, which would be annoying. And I think going for Auroraville here is fine. Because he's burnt, so yeah. Chipping down on the Mimikyu. And I can use Moonblast, which is my strongest attack. Oh yeah, and he goes into Ferrothorn. Let's see, how do we deal with this? We actually don't see leftovers on this. Might be a Rocky Helmet. Let's just go for Freeze Dry. I can Encore him if he goes for Leech Sheet. No, I think it's just better to go Bisharp. Bisharp can Swords Dance on him. I don't feel anything from Knockoff. And Gyro Ball either. I also have the Auroraville up, so let's see. Should I go back into the Ninetales? Then bring in Terrakion? No, I think it's better to just go for Knockoff. It's indeed Rocky Helmet. Because I can reset the Leech Sheet, basically, by sacking the Ninetales here. 2 rocks. And then he won't get any recovery. And I take some extra damage with the hail. And now I can just go into Terrakion. Let me just click Close Combat. Because if he goes Mimikyu, I can just knock it out with Stone Edge. I already broken the disguise. He's also burnt. Okay, Ditto comes in, meaning that once I get in Lando, I get a kill with Earthquake. I think it's just better to sack the Bisharp. As he goes for Close Combat, that's fine. I can go into my Landorus, click Earthquake, either killing the Ditto or killing the Mimikyu that comes in. And now all he has left is his Ditto, and Ditto is usually scarfed. So what I could do is I could click Earthquake just to see what he locks himself into. And depending on that, I can decide how I want to play it. Just for U-turn, so it's most likely locked into U-turn now. I can go into my Terrakion. And I can go back into Lando and just click Explosion and win. So there we go. Knock out the Ditto, and that is the game. So pretty quick one. Always quick games with some hyper offense. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, guys. Check out my Discord server. Check out my Patreon as well. But I'll see you guys in the next video.